Welcome back. CNN's Ellie Reeve travels all over the country and is known for engaging people in conversations about their politics and beliefs and how they see our world. Tonight, she takes us to rural southeast Georgia, to what may be the most pro-Trump county in all of this year's battleground states.
Miss Barber, I promise you this is not a trick question. Where are you at? Gosh. All right, I have the CNN reporters here, and they want to talk to a Democrat. I'm serious as a heart attack. Who's here in town that would talk to them? That's sad when you have to hunt a Democrat.
It's hard to find an open Democrat in Brantley County, Georgia, where Trump won more than 90% of votes in 2020. Of all the counties in all the 2024 swing states, it's the most pro-Trump. And we wanted to know why.
We vote 92% Republican, not because anything wrong with Ham does. Okay, let's get that on the board. This ain't about me. We're a small, rural county. A lot of folks here live paycheck to paycheck. And when there's too much month at the end of the money, people vote with their wallet. At one point in time, the Democratic Party was for the working man, and the Republican Party was for all the elites. And somewhere that got switched around.
This is some of that stuff. Everybody here calls him President Trump. As far as the people around here is concerned, he's still the president.
Democrats didn't used to be rare here. Almost everyone we spoke to said their grandfather had been one. But those days are gone.
Numbers do not lie. Watching people 5 and 6 years ago, they had successful businesses. They were thriving. They were doing well. Every time somebody comes and says, Kathy, I'm gonna have to close. It honestly hurts.
Hendrix got a heat press to make custom t-shirts. And it turned out that one kind of design really helps pay the bills.
I've learned how to put it on my computer and kind of change things. As long as we can still sell Donald Trump stuff, we're doing good. They're just $5. That's
One of her customers was Sherry Rowell. We met her while she was buying a Trump sign, and she said we could come see her put it up. Her grandson, Talon, died in an accident this summer, before he could vote in his first election.
He did love him some Trump. Couldn't wait to get 18 so he could vote. Yep. He wanted to vote for Trump.
He had just got his first job, and he was like, I make, $9 an hour, and I work this many hours. Why do I only make this much money? And I told him, I said, son, it's politics. You got to pay taxes. Talon became really intrigued with it and started doing some more research. And he said, Dad, looking at what me and you talked about, we need Donald Trump in office. And he just became a huge Trump supporter.
His parents said he would want people to know he was for Trump. And so they put the sign up because he's not here to say it himself.
Things changed pretty fast when we went from, Trump to Biden. Even they could see the difference.
Even the kids.
Yeah, I could take you to the Piggly Wiggly and they hunt. You just look at the prices. I don't know where y'all come from, but compared to what we've had 4 years ago, it's triple.
There's some statistics that show that younger women are more likely to be for Harris. Do you see any evidence of that here in this county?
I don't really in this county, but I do know some younger females that are very much a Harris person. And I'm not against her. If I thought she was gonna do different than what was already in there. You know what I'm saying? Like if she should have come out and run an independent, then I might well listen to her a little more.
Ron Ham invited us to breakfast the next day at a diner where regulars talk politics.
When Biden claims that he had more jobs and created more jobs, that's only because of Corona, because everything shut down. That was not Trump's fault.
No, the jobs report numbers were really good for September. That just came out this week.
The American people
are government issued numbers.
But hold on, though. You can't take that and give credit to Washington, D.C. You give credit to that to the American people that go to work every day, even when they down, even when it's against them, even when it's going uphill. We get up and we continue to work. We continue to fight, and we've made this country better. There ain't nobody in Washington got a right to take credit for what the American people have done.
But we didn't want to leave town without hearing a different point of view. So they called some old friends to come by.
And show him the breakfast. There's some folks up here want to talk to you.
Tell him to hurry up. I want to go fishing.
Yeah. She made me do it. This is a real live CNN reporter, and she wants to meet a Democrat in Brantley County.
There were few and far between, so they're looking.
We called you and Donald both.
Hey, I ain't a Democrat, but I'm an independent.
Okay. What are your views on the election?
Well, I ain't gonna vote for a criminal. Well, what he did in January the 6th was enough. And the way he could have did something, man,
They was beating on them cops down there.
Where's your other Democrat?
Hi, come join us.
She's a CNN reporter, and she wants some Democrats in Brantley County, and she can't find one. I told her I knew a couple. She said, please call, please, and she wouldn't quit. Till I said,
Thank you.
I have voted Republican, you know.
yeah.
I vote for the man. I don't vote for their party.
So, what are your thoughts on the election?
What are my thoughts on what?
On the election.
Ain't much to think about it.
Well, who are you going to vote for?
The right person.
Well, who do you think the right
It
person
won't
is?
be Donald Trump.
Okay, tell me why.
Last time you saw him talking, did you watch his lips?
Uh-huh.
Were they moving?
Uh-huh.
He's lying.
All right, well, so Mr. Wilson here was telling us that January 6th was a big disqualifier for
Well,
him.
it should have been.
How do you feel about that?
I feel about it like he's anti-American. He's trying to overthrow our government.
And so are you thinking about voting for Harris?
Yeah, I have to, or not vote. He's the only choice other than Trump.
Yeah.
If Corbett run, I vote for him.
And Ellie Reeve joins us now. You know, what's nice is that you're all friendly, and you know, they called them, asked them to come over.
Oh yeah, this was one of the nicest places we've ever reported from. Places that have been more closely divided. I've gotten yelled at, I've been scolded, but everybody here was really, really nice to us.
So what else stood out? I mean, in terms of their economic concerns, what are they?
Well, of course I wanted to ask them what did they think of the Democrats' ideas for addressing the economic problems in the area? What did they think about raising taxes on rich people, something like that? They were not impressed. They are older people. They're concerned about their kids not doing so well. They want to pass stuff down to their kids. And David Herron, the man with the big beard, he said he ran a trucking company. On paper, he's worth $10 million. So he didn't want his kids to have to pay high estate taxes for his assets.